Welcome back, everybody. We've got Giraffe and Annika. I didn't think to like. Is that how you say that?
I say Annika, but I actually don't realizing I don't know either.
Cool. We got GAA coming today. So I will
Yeah.
let you explain the game a bit more,
Hi.
just for those
Yeah.
that don't know.
Yeah. Hi. I'm arborelia, and thank you all for being here for cozy cat girl hours. Because this is a very cozy game featuring a cat girl. And I'm I can probably just get started and talk about what the game is as I go through the early stuff. Are we ready?
I believe we are.
Okay. All right. And then let's go. Okay. So, okay, load the game. All right, so this is Annika. She is a cat girl, and we are on this mysterious island with, things to explore. First thing we need to do is get into this house, so we go around back and get the key. We are encouraged to sneak right into Lisa's house, whoever Lisa is, and then we just hop up on here and go in. So this is a 3D platformer with kind of collect 'em up features. It's got a bag, we need that. And there's some interesting facets to it, like the fact that the boss fights are a rhythm game, and we've got a donation incentive to make the rhythm game, at least somewhat hard. Okay, let's sleep until night, because another thing going on in this game is that it's got a global day-night cycle that affects what you can do. So the first thing that we can do has to be done at night. So just took a nap. There are a lot of naps in this game, very appropriate for a cat girl protagonist. And here we meet the other title character of the game. This is Giraffe. He is a fox boy. He is not a giraffe. And he seems to know who Annika is. And he's very mysterious, but he always knows the next thing to do, and then isn't around to actually do things. So Giraffe is going to head towards the first dungeon, and he walks a little bit slower than Annika, so that we can take that time to gather some apples. We will need some fruits and vegetables during this run. Okay, and now I can just run and catch up.
I know I would get caught mashing that A button or something with those apples.
Yeah, I definitely accidentally eat the apples sometimes. Okay, and now we talk to Giraffe, and Giraffe is particularly good for one thing, which is opening doors. Check out that top-tier door opening. And we need a pendant. Alright, so now we can go into the first dungeon, which is the Haunted Forest. So, we're supposed to have to explore this place a little bit, but, I'm just going to be running on, a path as directly as possible through it. And there are these ghosts that want to attack me, but they won't get a chance to very much. That glowing, kind of wacky cat statue is Mrs. Save. She is a save point. We will not be using save points very much, or if at all. I had to bonk into the ghost there. It was blocking the way. I'm fine. Now, sometimes when I have been streaming this game, people say "Oh, hey, I want to stop watching now because okay, I need a healing crystal. I need to just stop at one of these crystals and wait a moment because I bonked into too many ghosts." Sometimes people disappear and be like, wait, now I want to play this game and I don't want spoilers. And so one thing I'm going to say is I'm going to try to avoid significant spoilers until like the 4th level, when they are going to be a little harder to avoid. But I am going to be talking about what's going on in the game.
This game is lovely to look at, though.
Uh-huh.
It's very pretty. So I take it. So, what are your movement options? So, like in this, like, obviously you can move around. Like, but do you do you have any jumps or anything? Anything like that?
Well, we're going to get the ability to jump very soon. We're going to get it from completing this dungeon. But yeah, right now just directional stick input. So yeah, here we are in the Witch's Manor. And, you know, well, we found the crystal shard that we were sent in here to get. But I was promised a witch, and there's going to be one. And so this is Annika. Annika is the cat girl. So we are about to have one of those rhythm battles. And I choose easy. Easy is what you choose for speedrunning, because, I mean, one thing is it's better for it to be easier, but the main thing is that at the end it counts up your score. And so kind of like Sonic, you want to minimize time counting up score, except they don't actually do that in Sonic. But here we get some very generous whole notes here. And so basically the mechanism is, you know, I hit my staff against these the rhythm orbs coming at me, and if I get a great, I gain a little bit of health. If I get a good, I lose a little bit of health. Oh, also, yes, this is Lily the Witch. And she is also very cute, but in a different way than Annika is very cute. Dance break. She gets joined by her ghostly entourage.
It sounded something like this.
I actually missed that intentionally, because full comboing would lose time. And so, yeah, easy mode is very easy. And so if you want actual rhythm in the rhythm game boss fights, there is an incentive you could donate for. And then we've got cutscenes, and the cutscenes are in like manga form, but we skip them.
And going back to that is open the entire run, I guess up until the final boss.
Yeah, because I choose the difficulty before every boss fight. So if we happen to get to 1,000 before the last boss, then I can do the last boss fight on hard. Which has some fun rhythms to it, some great triplets and syncopation and stuff going on. Anyway, Annika is apparently exhausted by clearing an easy dungeon and collapses on, you know, the pavement 6 inches from some soft grass. But she's got her pendant powered up with a green shard, and that's very important because that gives her the ability to jump. The clarinet in this game is one of the stars of the game.
I'm gonna have to go back through and watch this so I can actually hear the music.
And then there's this big shiny chest that pops up, and we are going to ignore it, because we don't need it. What's in the chest is a book that you can use to replay the rhythm games. Now, the strats that I know for this run are all from watching the world record video that's from the Japanese RTA community. These videos appear without commentary, so sometimes I don't understand certain strats and I just do them. One thing I don't know is whether it's actually faster to hop around, or let's eat this pumpkin so that heals my health. All right, and then I can just hop over here. And the next thing that happens requires it to be night. But yeah, I don't know if hopping is actually faster or just fun. All right, we startle this ghost who, the moment that he comes out at night, and we need some help. We want the ghost to build a bridge because nope. Oh, I talked too much. Okay, we need to go get the lumber. So you need to gather the lumber from 3 different places. So again, a lot of the stuff in the overworld here happens on this global day-night cycle, and so at times what's most important is what you can fit into each day. And so there are going to be some things where we need to work out the timing of what we can accomplish before sunrise. Anyway, we just go around and steal all the wood in the general area. Just need to borrow this for a second, forever. It's going to be part of a bridge.
I like how you stole it from what looked like a bridge in process too.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Actually plot relevant.
Good.
Because later Annika feels guilty about the fact that there's no bridge. Anyway, the Carpenter Ghost has built us this small bridge. Okay, and then the next thing we need to do is go to sleep again. Like I said, lots of naps. I am so happy that all of you are here for cute game time. Sleep until morning.
Little poster.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a couple instruments just lying around as you're moving around. I'm assuming those are like extra like side quest things, or they're just there for decorate. I saw a bongo on like the steps.
Yeah,
there's a guitar in the first house.
Yeah, you can play them. I think it doesn't matter, but you can play them. It's fun.
I'm glad you could at least play them, because if you could have put them there where you can't interact with them, that would have been upsetting.
But yeah, so we confronted Mrs. O'Hare the moment that she came out of her front door in the morning, and she's like, "Oh hey, I want you to go gather up my children." And so now we need to go find all the rabbit children. That was Bunsen.
Such a good name for a rabbit.
Uh-huh. Here's Vanilla. Just go up into the lifeguard tower to get Bunnet. Go over here to get another small bunny. Here's Benedict. And that's enough rabbit children, right? But wait, no. Where's Benjamin? So Mrs. O'Hare is giving us a basket of carrots as like partial credit for rounding up her children, but now we need to go find Benjamin. And Benjamin is far away on that island, and we need to get out there, and we're not very good at swimming at the moment, but we can bribe a large turtle with a carrot.
Benjamin. Old harsh. I love these names.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, just riding a fairly realistic turtle for a while. Okay, now we need to talk to Giraffe a lot. Because as much as Giraffe seems like he's supposed to be leading me, like, we have to keep reminding him to take the next step. Anyway, we have to open another elaborate door to go to the second dungeon. So here is the ocean dungeon, and we've got, you know, a lot of water to deal with. And like I said, Annika can't swim very well at this point, but she has to do it anyway, especially to go fast. Let's take some more fruits and vegetables here. That should be enough. Oh no. Get out, get out, get out of the water. Okay. So you lose health when you're in the water. I'm about to need full health for this next part, so I need to go heal for a moment. So we heal here. And so then there's a boat here that we need to, like, we're supposed to, like, ride around places, but I'm just going to take a flying leap off of it and then fall into the water and splash as much as possible. Because you lose health when you're in the water and you don't lose health while you're splashing. So I am pressing down and up rapidly so I can do maximum splashing, and I made it. That is one of those speedrun strats that it took me a while to understand why I wasn't getting it.
Oh, you weren't kidding. You needed full health for that.
Yep. I'm gonna avoid that ghost orb because, yeah, I cannot survive a hit at the moment. And, you know, it's not the time to heal for a reason that you're about to see, which is that I need to death warp easily. Hey, we found Benjamin. Anyway, Benjamin's gonna go home, and also we need to deal with a crab or something, and we need a tugboat to get there, and Benjamin gave us the tugboat wheel. Anyway, just taking a death there on that brick that's sticking out, and that's gonna conveniently warp right back here, and now I need to do another dangerous feat. And so we dive down here to avoid the ghost orbs, and then kind of like oscillate around, and hopefully none of them hit me. Okay, and then we can surf again. Take the pumpkin. And just get on the back of this boat. This is not where it intended me to get on. I'm going to eat the pumpkin, actually. I need the health. Just hop off there. So this level is all about convenient death warps, which is how a lot of things are going to go in this game. Because it wants us to like wait around on boats to like open up, like to reach new areas of the dungeon, and we just don't have time for that. So I'm just going to go underwater here and hug this wall so that when it respawns me, I'm on top of the wall on this new island, which is the one where the tugboat is. It was supposed to be a lot harder to get here. And we plug in the wheel of the tugboat, and now we get to drive a boat for a while. Actually, the boat drives itself. You can just kind of ghost ride the boat. hang out up here. You know, one thing that is a feature that was added to this game, like in an update, is that in the overworld, you have a menu option to respawn, and that caused there to be a lot less drowning of cat girls in the speedrun, and I am very happy for that menu option to exist, also because it just makes things a lot easier to do in certain cases. That option doesn't exist inside a dungeon, though. Okay. Went far enough on the boat, just need to swim out to this dock. Oh, I missed it. I'll just heal up in the time it takes to come back. There is a speed strat that involves just like hopping along the edges of boats and rafts and stuff. Oof. Let's just get over here. And I can absolutely not get that. Alright, the thing we're supposed to do here is push the blue boxes onto here to make a way to defend ourselves against these ghosts. The way we're going to defend ourselves is just dodging enough and eating pumpkins when that doesn't work. Alright, and I believe I've got enough health for the next part. Just gotta take a big dive off of this dock. Run by the health crystal so we get a little bit of health from it. And go. And yeah, so incidentally, if during this run you get donations and you want to interrupt me, go ahead. And especially if those donations have, you know, cat puns in them.
No cat pun donations yet, but
we've gotten to the end of the dungeon. There is the blue crystal shard thing here. And of course, it's going to be guarded by a boss. So once again, we get out the Staff of Rhythm, and we have a dance-off. And we are facing the King Crab. And Lily's back. There's just some really good boss music here. Dance break for Lily.
I'm really gonna have to go back and listen to this.
I'm gonna miss a thing right now. Just to interrupt the combo in the middle of the song. I could be missing a lot more beats than this. It just feels wrong, and most important thing is that I don't full combo. That would take unnecessary extra time to count up. And it's a matter of, seconds, but it's a speed run. Anyway, we have dethroned the crab. Another manga cutscene that we're going to skip. And then once again, Annika is going to, be collapsed back on the shore, visited by her burb friend, and by Giraffe running in dramatically. Once again, Giraffe always seems to know the next thing to do, but he's never there for anything that matters. And the pendant's powered up again, and the new ability that we get is the ability to swim better. Which makes sense. Oh, we need to talk to Giraffe. And it's time to go back to the rabbit family's house, because we finally found all the rabbit children. That was, part of the reason of going to that dungeon. And now we get to share a meal with them.
Tuxedo Matthew.
I love it, yeah.
My work here is done.
Uh-huh. Anyway, skipped the meal cutscene, and go talk to Giraffe. Another cutscene to skip. And we've got a blue key, and that's going to open up more areas of the island. And that's going to lead us to the next thing that we have to do. Because, well, we got to talk to Giraffe. And we're going to go visit the artist, Hilfred. And so it kind of doesn't matter how fast we get there, because we've got to get Giraffe to go there too. Maybe I'll... Oh, hey, I got a full heal from that. Never mind. I was about to say, maybe I'll find a healing place to wait at, but it's actually fine. And Giraffe is going to get distracted here by this stone circle and say, hey, better not get distracted. I'm like, yeah, Giraffe. I'm going to run ahead and take this time to grab another pumpkin. It carries a pumpkin. Grab the pumpkin. Pumpkins are valuable because they refill most of your health. And they're surprisingly portable. They all just fit in that bag. Alright, so now we meet Hilfred the artist, who is a little eccentric. So Hilfred is trying to build a statue to the Felican goddess. Felican is the name in this world for a species of catgirl. So we need we need to help Hilfred create the statue. He needs photographic references, and so what we need to do is find like these ruined statues of the goddess and restore them by making offerings to them. And that's what the fruits and vegetables are mostly for, in addition to the fact that we can eat them. Now, what offering we need to make is indicated by things that we need to go find, and it's randomized, so we need to look. That is a carrot and 2 pumpkins. I'm gonna wait for some platforms to come back. Okay, that's good enough. Yeah. So you have to route looking at what it is into the run. So you offer a carrot, and a pumpkin, and a pumpkin. And that's going to power up this abstract statue dedicated to the cat goddess. And that's one of the things we need to take a photo of. I need to equip the camera to do this. There we go. Okay, and now I'm going to take a very weird and risky death warp. Not really risky because I can just do a different thing if it doesn't work. But it is a very weird death warp, and I'm sorry about the more drowning of cat girls, but it's, whoa, that's, okay. Oof. Yeah, no. Okay. One more try. Because it's going to get us to a very convenient location if I get it. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Wait, yes? Wow! Somehow none of those rocks that I hit on the way down counted. And I just need to swim around a death plane here. We're in a place that Annika is a part of the map that Annika's not supposed to have access to. And so I'm just gonna swim out here to this second. Wait, that's not the second rock. This is the second rock. And I'm just gonna, become one with the rock. And when I respawn, that should put me on this beach. And this is behind the red gate, and I absolutely should not be here, but this is a very convenient place to swim out to the island where the next cat goddess statue is. And otherwise I would have to walk across the entire island to the beach that I could get to.
You also need that key.
The red key? Yeah, we're not going to have that for a while. We're just going to barely make it ashore, eat a pumpkin. Let's gather some more stuff. I need the carrot. I need the carrot. Carrots are the scarce resource. Okay, and now I go down here. There's another offering we need to look up, and it's this, and I'm gonna just get close enough to see it. I can't see. Okay, that is carrot, apple, pumpkin. So yeah, use the camera viewfinder to zoom in a little bit. Yep, this is mostly a 3D platformer. And, yep, the character named Giraffe is not a giraffe. Okay, wait, apple, carrot, pumpkin? I should not have gotten distracted. Okay, apple, carrot, pumpkin. Cool, I got it right. Yes, Giraffe is a fox boy. Anyway, we have restored the gay pride cat goddess statue, and we need to take a picture of this one too.
As you should.
Mm-hmm. And now I don't have to drown again. I can do the menu warp back to shore. This is where we were supposed to go through. And the one additional statue that I need is back at the start by Lisa's house. And the information we need is going to be in the well. And so I need to go back to the house to get something, to get a rope that I can use to go down into the well. And this game has a few items that, unlock access to more places, which is the kind of thing that would make me want to randomize it. I have no idea if this form of game is something that can be randomized, but I would love it. Anyway, got the rope. We couldn't have gotten that before because it required the blue key. And get into the well. Climb down. Apple, carrot, pumpkin. Just focus on that. Apple, carrot, pumpkin. And then just take a picture of this one. And that should be all the 3 pictures that we need. Okay, so let's talk to the artist again and show Hilfred all of these pictures. Alright, we have shown Hilfred the vestiges of the Pelican Goddess. And now Hilfred's going to show us the way to the fire dungeon, where there is supposedly some gem that he needs to complete the statue. And so now we need to just, walk with this large bird for a while. And just like Giraffe, he is going to get distracted at the stone circle. Mrs. Save looks a little agitated that we're not saving. Meanwhile, Hilfred is here saying, this is one of my failed goddess statues, and Annika is sad that he's being mean to Mrs. Save like that. So this is the entrance to the dungeon, and unfortunately it's a little blocked off by rocks, but, fortunately we brought an artist. Behold, art! Now, let's see if we can get into the dungeon before the sun sets.
That was a very wonderful quote that I saw him say. Just praise me more.
Uh-huh. Because of the fact that I messed up that death warp once, the sun might set and then I can't quite get into the dungeon. But I think we're good. Yes. Okay. Once, sometimes the door just closes in my face, and once the door closed while I was on the inside of the door, which messed things up a little bit. Anyway, welcome to the fire dungeon. Gonna hang out down here while a large rock rolls by.
It's not a platform without a lava dungeon.
Mm-hmm. And there's a minecart. On this particular minecart ride, I only need to do one thing, which is brake for a moment at the appropriate point. There we go. Now we gotta dodge some fire-breathing ghosts. Notice there keep being ghosts, even outside of the haunted forest. Everywhere is a little bit haunted. Swim all the way over here. Some easy to avoid rocks. And there's going to be another minecart here, and we need to take a look at the minecart, but it says it requires 2 people. You must be this numerous to ride. So I'm going to turn around here and go to the hot spring that's down here, where this is Mr. O'Hare, and so now we're going to bring Mr. O'Hare to the minecart as a second rider of the cart, but what's particularly important is that he has a gun. That seems to be what's actually required here. Ready, and then we have to confirm that we're ready, and we have to go interact with the minecart to actually be ready. And then we've got this section where we're on the minecart again, but now we have to shoot things out of the way. And so that's what... it's a good thing Mr. O'Hare is here. Do not give a gun to a cat girl. That is not safe.
Rabbit Boy, on the other hand, perfect fine.
Uh-huh. Despite that, I guess there are a lot of gacha games about giving guns to cat girls. Oh. I was trying to shoot down those ghosts. You can avoid the damage that way instead of by braking. Or you can just, take the damage. I'm going to zoom out so I can see what's going on here. Alright. Oh, dang, I didn't get the top route. You can just run on top of these rocks instead of having to dodge the rolling ones. And yep, we find another cart. And shortly Mr. O'Hare will be here again. You know, I maybe should have healed before this. Well, just gotta be good. I shot down the ghost and it didn't help. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Okay. Well, we respawn at the start of the minecart section and maybe have full health this time? Yeah, okay. Let's try again. Alright, got one. I wish the rather giant ears were not blocking what I need to see. Okay. Alright, took a lot of damage, but it's fine. Entering the final section, Flame Manor. And hey, we found another crystal shard thing. And it is time for another dance battle. Once again, easy mode, just because speedrun.
How many dungeons are in?
There are 5. This is the third one. And Lily's back. And now we must fight a giant robot. Robot's got some cool moves. So does Lily.
Robot can do more than robot.
Yeah, Lily's good. Oh, I should make sure to miss one. Pew! Anyway, we have outdanced the robot. That's the third boss done. Neat. That hasn't come up before. Clearly I should be scoring lower for speedrun purposes. Alright, so yeah, once again, Annika is collapsed outside the dungeon.
Dance battles are hard work.
Mm-hmm. Even when they're easy work. So we got a very important ability from the crystal shard in that dungeon, which is the ability to run faster. It's a dash ability. It uses up stamina, and Annika can go really fast. And we're saying, oh hey, I guess we didn't find Hilfred's gem. Let's just go back and talk to him.
So we can't give Giraffe that power.
Right, yeah. In fact, I think he's once again going to get distracted at the stone circle. Yep. So dashing uses up stamina, and so often what I'm going to be doing is dash hopping. Because you keep your momentum when you're in the air, and you don't have to keep holding down the dash button and using up stamina. Admiring some art. Alright, let's go. And like, no, we didn't find your jewel. But Hilfred's like, hey, you've got it. It's inside your pendant. I'm gonna like take your entire pendant now. And apparently that's okay. And apparently the pendant wasn't actually that important, and Annika keeps all of her abilities because the pendant's gonna now be a part of the statue. And it's time to put up the statue to the cat goddess. And there's some reason that's probably explained in one of these cutscenes that, you know, why we needed to build this statue. But the next thing we're going to learn is that something magical and momentous will happen if we dance in front of the statue under the light of the shining yellow star. And so that's kind of what the next part of collecting stuff around the island is going to be leading up to. Talk to Hilfred. Don't worry, Mrs. Save's okay. She just got relocated a little bit into a wheelbarrow. Okay, we got a pattern on the ground, and we'll need to take a photo of it. This will be important in a bit. And Hilfred is going to give us the red key, so now we can get to more areas of the island. Now let's go. Whoop, whoop, that's not the way to go. Okay, this way. Go faster. Okay, zoom.
Oh my gosh, that is very fast.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so now we get to go up to the observatory that we've only been able to see from a distance. and get to meet Observatory Dad. He's a very short dad. All right, and we'll be back to visit him again. But in addition to Observatory Dad, we need to go meet Lighthouse Mom. This is Mary. She already knows who Annika is for reasons. But she really wants us to, she wants to be introduced to Observatory Dad, and so we need to go, she's very shy, we need to go ask for Observatory Dad's name.
I mean, his name isn't Observatory Dad?
Surprisingly, no. Mm-hmm. But first, he wants to talk about stars. And by the way, what's your name? He says Thomas. So yeah, what he told us, so there's been these 3 colored stars shining in the sky, and if we had taken any time to look up at night, one of them appeared every time we cleared a dungeon. But between them, a yellow star will appear at 1 a.m. every night. And so that's the moment that we need to dance. Alright, continue playing Matchmaker here. And Mary's gonna knit a scarf for Thomas, and says come back tomorrow, so we're just gonna, you know, live in her house until then.
It's a good thing we don't have trouble sleeping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna just go to sleep twice, actually, to make sure it's tomorrow.
No insomnia for us.
Mm-hmm.
Insomnia. Can't speak.
I chose the wrong dialogue option. You should give it to him yourself. Alright, let's go. Mary is gonna go work up the courage to talk to Thomas. She's waiting outside. We're gonna do this night. I just gotta go talk to Mary, and she's gonna start slowly walking over to the observatory, and we don't have time for that, so time to just go take a flying leap and accomplish other things. And so this is one of those things where I need to try to accomplish things and get back in time before sunrise.
But yeah, no, I was trying to do the insomnia. Yeah.
Insomnia. Oh, I get it.
Like I was like waiting for like 50 minutes, waiting for like the next time to sleep, like trying to do that, and I messed it up.
I didn't catch it. You really had to spell it out. Okay, just gotta take some big running jumps here. I ran out of stamina. Alright. I got a glossy cloth, and we're gonna need that. And now I can menu warp back to Lisa's house. Because the main things that are keeping us from dancing and advancing the plot are, you know, there are 2 things. One is that we don't have a dancer's outfit, and that is clearly important. And the other is that Annika doesn't really know how to dance well enough to do this. Oh no! Get out, get out, okay. Sometimes it's hard to get out of the water. which is why it's always terrifying to fall in.
Does the stamina like refill over time?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, it refills over time, and if you run out, then it like pauses for a while before refilling. It's still night, and now we can go in. Have a very cute scene of them being introduced. My split name here is I Ship It. Then we need to talk to Mary twice. Aww. Okay, so we've got the green key, and that opens up a new place we can get to. Zoom. In particular, the lighthouse. At the top of the lighthouse, there's an item that turns out to be essential.
Okay. Thanks, meow.
Once again, I'm so glad for everyone who's here for Cozy Cat Girl Hours on Power Up with Pride. Another bongo that we could play, but there's no time for that. Got the lantern, and we're going to need that to go through a dark room. And, I guess either unfortunately for the speedrun or mercifully for the speedrun, you are not allowed to try to go through the dark room without a lantern. This is not Link to the Past. Alright, so we talk to Mary again. That's what she's up to. And hey, if she's got nothing left to do, she could make a dancer's outfit. And we've got the picture of what design she should put on the outfit, and we've got cloth. And she needs 3 days, so once again, we're just going to live in her house until then. Yep. Just living the cat girl dream here.
God, that was a lovely nap. All right, time to go take another nap. That's what it was like at the beginning of all the lockdowns for me. It was very, very nice.
Anyway, we now have this dancer's outfit with cat paw embroidery. It is way too adorable.
Wow, that is very adorable.
Alright, what am I doing? Right, okay. So now in this... Right. This is the night when we need to dance at 1 a.m., but we still don't know how to dance well enough. So, it's time to go get dance lessons. And get them very quickly. They speak of a secret dance dojo where you can learn to dance. And of course it is secret because it's behind the waterfall. You wouldn't think this is a good outfit for going swimming in, or really any of Annika's outfits, but yeah, it's fine. So we enter the dark maze and turn on the lantern. An odd restriction with the lantern is that we can't jump while it's on. so I can't do that dash jump thing that I've been doing. The world record runner actually does at some point turn off the lantern after it stops checking whether you have the lantern and do some dash jumps in the dark.
So you can turn it off and be like, hey, what are you doing? Turn it back on.
Like, I could do it there, it's fine. But I actually... Ooh, I need my dash. I can do that hop, though. Just do some quick hops, but make sure I'm recovering enough dash, because there's a part where we actually have to dash. Okay. Alright, we have met the ghost dancer, and we are here to dance. And you know, I've declared a couple of things in this game to be too adorable, and that didn't even include this scene yet, and this scene is far too adorable.
It's a cat. It's a kitty cat. It was dancing, dancing.
Good reference. Jazz hands. Anyway, now Annika is a dance master. We climb a ladder that takes us back out of here. Hop in the water and menu warp.
Sacred dance text.
And because everything went great, we're going to make it back in with plenty of time before 1 a.m. Just wanted to check. Yeah, and it's got this little warning that, like, hey, if you wanted to like go around collecting things, you should probably do that before dancing. Because things are about to change. All right, and so we saw the dance that that Annika learned, and now she's going to do a dance with a lot more expertise. She's going to do a whole heckin' ballet here. They put a lot into the choreography of this game, incidentally.
Enjoying the music now.
All right, thunderous applause. Or thunderous explosion, one of those.
Meowgical.
That was meowgical. And we find ourselves in this lonely, icy world. And also, instead of a cat girl, we are just a cat and a girl. Everything has changed. So in this level, there are these puzzles that we need to solve, both with the power of cat and the power of girl. We just need to go interact with the cat, and it meows at us and runs forward.
So I take it the girl's name is just Anne, and the cat's name is Ika?
I don't know. I mean, no, the girl's name is Annika. So I don't think... Oh, heck. I missed the jump.
Since they're split, the name has to be split too, right?
Yeah, I've been calling the cat Nyanika.
That's good. That's much better than mine.
That was not a death I should have taken. Wait. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Problem with jumping in this game is you get no coyote time. Like, you don't get that moment after falling off the ledge when you can still jump. And that's a very nice thing for platformers to put in their game. Just gotta do some slight timing things. We need to make sure the cat goes across first, because it's lighter, and then leave time to go across ourselves. The cat shatters the walls by pushing them off the table. And now the cat's gonna hit the switch for Annika. And then Annika needs to hit the switch for Nyanika. And so far we've been solving these puzzles as intended, and that's all about to stop. So this part, don't need a cat anymore. We're supposed to, but instead of like solving the puzzle as intended, which will take a while, I'm just gonna go up on these steps and try to jump off of them at a very particular angle, and I'm a little superstitious about this. Let's line up with that corner and go like that. And I'm not sure that worked because I wasn't supposed to hit the gate. What matters is I get a lot of distance. It worked anyway! Hey! As long as I jump far enough, it just takes me to the next section. Once again, these are all strats that I can see in the Japanese RTA videos, but seeing them is not necessarily the same as understanding them. Okay. Once again, I'm gonna ditch the cat for a while. Oh. You know, the problem with ghosts is they can be invisible sometimes. Ever just run face first into an invisible ghost? Oh, whoa, that looked dicey, but everything's fine, and I'm just jumping off there.
Ice catch.
Okay, got that skip. And then there is Pendulum Heck, which we start the intended way and finish the unintended way. Okay, and then once again, I need to line up at a 45-degree angle-ish, maybe a little less, and hop off. That didn't sound right. And I do superstitious things where I push the control stick and the camera all the way to the left, and I feel like that helps. But honestly, I don't know what helps. But that worked. Everything's fine. We're fine. And there's only just one more skip I need to do, and this one's really easy. I just run down here and bonk into the back of the boat. Okay, and now we're on the boat, and this section is just an in-engine cutscene. It's just a long kind of break in the run. Takes a couple minutes.
We do have a $20 donation from Robin. No comment, but thank you.
Hey, thank you for the donation. Alright, so I said that I was gonna withhold the spoilers until the 4th level, and we're about to encounter the boss of the 4th level, and the spoilers both in-game are going to be a little harder to avoid, and also, I want to talk about what's happening. So there's this person named Lisa who, has just been, she left behind her empty house. There are cutscenes where Annika, seems to miss her, but isn't quite remembering who she is in the cutscenes. So Lisa is Annika's grandmother. Lisa is also the same person as Lily. Lily is like Lisa's idealized self-image of herself. And this is kind of a shared dream between Annika and Lisa's cat, where they're all kind of working through grief together and interpreting it in different ways. And it's occurring in the world of stories about, adventure stories about the Felicans that Lisa used to tell to Annika. And so this is all very adorable. And we're about to encounter Lily/Lisa again at the end of the dungeon. And we're going to have another dance battle with her, but it's going to be kind of a different tone to it. And the music, I noticed on the soundtrack it's called Snowflake Duet, and it really does sound like a piano duet, something you could play maybe with your grandmother, something that an experienced piano player and a less experienced piano player would play together. It's so amazingly poignant. Anyway, you've got to open a door, and for some reason only the cat can open this door. Okay. Alright, so there was Lisa, but she doesn't want us to see her as she is yet. And so, time for another dance-off with Lily. But again, it's called the Snowflake Duet, and it's really pretty. This one. Once again, this is because to make it not spend a lot of time counting up the score, I don't want a full combo, I want about half a full combo. I could be missing a lot more, but it just feels wrong. This is my compromise with speedrunning.
I'm just trying to see if there's sheet music available. Someone had made it.
Okay, so there's this like moment of reconciliation between Annika and Lisa in this dream world, but Lisa is still not quite dealing with things, and so in this cutscene we're skipping, she says something like, well, I'm gonna capture Giraffe and go to Triangle Mountain, and you can't stop me. So now we need to go to Triangle Mountain, which is where the last dungeon is. And what's coming up is going to be the defining skip of the run, because to get to Triangle Mountain, we need to ride a tram. And to ride the tram, you should need a ticket. And to get the tram ticket, you're supposed to get one by finding 20 Meowster pieces, which are these little collectibles that are in these secret places in the levels. And I've gotten 0 of those, so that's clearly not how we're doing it. And so instead we need to... we need to get a free ride on the tram somehow. And this skip is kind of hard and very important, but fortunately I get a bunch of tries at it. Anyway, first there's another minecart section. Get on. Oh. Well, didn't die. Apparently at this point, Annika can survive 1 rock to the face.
I want to know the prankster who's just placing boulders on the track like that.
Uh-huh, yeah. Not a very well-maintained cart system. So that's the tram station, but we can't use it yet, because again, don't have a ticket. And, you know, it actually might be possible to do the glitch if I got it on absolutely the first try without doing all of this. But there's no way I'm going to get it on the first try. And so this part is important. So we take the lift back to Mary's house and go to sleep until morning. And morning should give us enough time to set it up because the glitch is possible at 2 times a day, 11:48 a.m. and 3:17 p.m. Because what we're going to do is get hit by the tram. We're going to get into a part of the tram station where we're not supposed to be and get hit by the tram, and apparently if you get hit by the tram, you get a free ride on the tram. That's just the rules.
Well, that's nice of them, at least.
And yes, I have the minute very precise because you don't want to mess this up at the last moment. Especially the 3:17 one, because that's your last shot at it. But it's morning now, it's like 6:30 a.m. and I get a bunch of tries at setting this up. So what I'm going to do is get on this platform, ride it out for a little bit, try to jump to... Oh, okay. I'm trying to land on a piece of land that's outside the fence that's just big enough to land on. But there's an invisible wall, but we can jump around the invisible wall. Like, they didn't want us to do this. They thought of it, and they tried to prevent it. But this takes a bunch of tries. That looks good. Okay. Now I get on here, onto this, onto the weird invisible block on the platform. Jump. Hey. Now on this girder, I'm going to hang out for a while. Tram's coming. I'm going to watch the clock. And now. Hey, I got hit by the tram, and I got kind of sandwiched between the tram and an invisible wall, and now I'm on the tram. And I don't need a ticket.
Well, that's handy.
Uh-huh. So once again, the defining skip of the run. If the skip weren't possible, I would have needed to collect 20 Meowster pieces. There are, I think, 40-ish in the game.
And they're just like scattered throughout like the dungeon levels?
Yep. There have been these like little cat ears and arrow symbols on the ground that is like there's a secret to find somewhere off in that direction, and you need to follow those and try to find the secret. Some of them are a lot more obvious than others. Anyway, we just hang out here because just need to wait until the tram goes back. And this is taking us to Triangle Mountain, which is the final dungeon. Now this outfit is absolutely not an outfit to climb a mountain in, but I'm on PB pace here, so I'm not going to take the 2 seconds it would take to change back into some slightly more sensible clothes. So let's see how this goes. Avoid a paw suit. Ha!
I've been loving all these. Great.
Alright, so welcome to Triangle Mountain. It's just a lovely sunset on the mountain. The weather's fine, everything's fine. There are just some ghosts, as usual. Alright, gotta dodge some rocks real quick. Okay. And another rock. Let's try to get a little bit of dash back. Because now there's this section where the ghosts are summoning tornadoes that will try to both hurt us and push us backwards. And so we need to outrun them as they do this. I bonked into a thing. Okay, well, I'm out of dash now. Okay. Wind's trying to blow me off the logs. So is the ghost. Oh gosh! I've managed to just like dodge that, even though it just like doesn't announce that it's coming at all in most of my practice, but not this time.
The respawn checkpoints are pretty generous, though, it seems.
Yeah, reasonably. Okay, that rock needs to go away. Okay, this is another checkpoint. We can just take a big leap there. And now I've got a long, crooked pipe to try to run across. I swear that my control stick skills have gotten significantly better over the last, like, 2 days of practicing this game. Let's see if I can get through this whole long section. Ouch. Yes! Okay, so here comes another minecart section, but Mr. O'Hare is definitely not here, so what's the solution here? The solution is we talk to the save point. The save point has a gun. That's how you know things are serious.
Mrs. Safe is tired of being ignored all the time.
Uh-huh. Consider a 3-panel comic. Is that a save point? She's got a gun! Blam, blam. The panels can be in any order you want. I should have eaten food. I keep forgetting that. It's so much better to full heal before the minecart sections. Now let's just see if I can get past the next bunch of ghosts. This is not going to happen. It's happening? It's not happening. It's happening!
It's the greatest feeling. Just like, no, yes, no, yeah, no.
Oh my gosh, I ate too many pumpkins. Let's grab another pumpkin. Take it. Take the pumpkin, though. I need the pumpkin. Okay. I was only trying to eat one of those pumpkins. You get a lot of iframes. Okay. And so, like, you're trying to hang out here to dodge the rocks, but, like, also the wind is, like, blowing you around and it's hard to stay in the same place. You can just run up the side of those. Get on another one of these platforms, but again, the wind's trying to blow me off it now, so can't just be too complacent. Hey, once again, absolutely the wrong outfit for this situation, but there is no time to change. I'm gonna eat a pumpkin. So even if I get hit by the fire, it's fine. I got hit once. Good. Well, get up on the stairs. Okay, into the last section. And there's nothing here except Grandma Lisa. And yeah, she's got Giraffe. I don't need to spoil who Giraffe is. Maybe you figured it out. Maybe you just want to play the game. But one more dance. Chopping down on 2 whole pumpkins. Something about this last battle that mostly only matters on hard is that you actually lose a noticeable amount of health for getting a good instead of a great. Oof. Well, got the obligatory miss already.
Intentional.
Uh-huh. And Lisa's getting more intense, and somehow that's gonna separate Annika from Nyanika again. But she has the strength to continue. Check out those pupils narrowing. Yep, this game is for PC and Switch.
It does seem that Vegeta would fit well on the Switch.
And so we have once again won the dance-off. But Lisa was one of those load-bearing bosses, and so now this whole world is going to be collapsing, and so now we need to make our escape.
I've never heard that phrase before, but it makes so much sense.
Somebody used it when I was running the game, and yeah, apparently it's like from TV tropes or something, but it fits so well.
And I love it so much.
Yeah, it's not a very intense escape scene. It's mostly we need to escort Giraffe some more. There is like one risk left, which is that if you run into Giraffe at exactly the wrong moment when getting on the hover platform, you end up like stuck on the edge of the platform and you can never get off of it. So that's bad. I'm gonna make sure not to do that, and I'm gonna do that by staying behind Giraffe.
Oh, I saw one of those, like secret markers now.
Oh, yeah. Just gonna run up here. Giraffe can catch up. Gives us a moment to talk to our bird friend who's always been there for us. Chirp, chirp. Hey, talk to me. Talk to me. Okay. And we're going to walk back to the real world inside the beam of the lighthouse. Head towards the light, which is slightly alarming for a game that, again, thematically is somewhat about death and coping with grief. And I'm just turning around here because we could be staring at the bright light in the indefinite distance, or we could be looking at the whole environment of the world just like below us.
That's really cool.
All right. So from our point of view, that is GG. This is a Japanese game, and that means... Oh, skipping this cutscene there. That is GG, but this is a Japanese game, and that means that speedrun timing ends at the end of the credits. So I really hope that we can just stay for the end of the credits, especially because the ending song is lovely. But yeah, this is a PB for me. I believe this is going to move me from 3rd to 2nd on the speedrun.com leaderboard.
Nice. Personal best.
Alright, so I guess this is where I do shoutouts. I mean, thank you to everybody organizing Power Up with Pride for choosing this run and for inviting me to run it. So thank you, Artemis, for being here to host and being here to respond to all the things I'm saying. I'm not just monologuing. It's been a good couple hours, a good hour and 42 minutes. I'm going to give a shout out to Cheerno7, who is the world record holder in this game. I have never interacted with them, I don't know them, but I have watched their videos, and they have come up with some amazing strats for this game, most of which I kind of understand by now, although the any percent run is just incomprehensible. There's that menu warp thing where you can warp back to the last kind of safe point, and I thought that was just a convenient thing to shave a couple seconds off of the run and take fewer deaths, and the world record holder uses it to completely glitch out everything and make doors go to the wrong place and skip 3 of the dungeons. So that's cool, but again, everything I know about this game almost I learned from watching Cheerno7's runs.
That was a really fun. Like I really want to play this game now. Myself. Like, this is such an adorable game.
It really is. I'm so glad that I learned this. Once again, the clarinet, another star of this game.
The real yellow star with the friends we made along the way.
Thank you all in chat once again for being here for Cozy Cat Girl Hours.
And for those that are joining in and missed the announcement towards the beginning of this segment, a little bit before the run started, there is an incentive to extend the marathon. This is the last day of the marathon. Tons more runs to come, but the final scheduled run of the marathon is Super Monkey Ball Deluxe, run by Helix, and there's an incentive to do Monkey Ball 2 witty subtitle after that, so that you can donate for that to hopefully extend the marathon by an extra run. So that's on deck for things to come today. I think after this we have run of Yoko. I think that's how you say it. Run by Jangle Storm. But thank you, Arborelia, for that was such a fun game.
Thank you. All right, so in terms of timing, time is officially when the RTA time appears on the screen in the lower right corner, which for some reason is longer than real time, like the way it's measured in game. I don't know why. So it's not the RTA time, but when that time appears, it'll be, hold on, time. All right, so thank you all, and yeah, this has been great. This is Arborelia signing off.